Virtual reality sounds way too futuristic for a financial advisor industry, but it's not. My name's Matt Reiner, and I want to talk about how virtual reality is actually going to impact financial advisors sooner than later. An article a few months ago talked about Fidelity and how they've invested so much into virtual reality. And during the most recent pandemic, they actually utilized virtual reality to help train new employees. This is one of the biggest names in wealth management investing and utilizing one of those technologies that advisors think is way too futuristic for our industry, and they're using it in a positive and impactful way. And I believe that financial advisors are going to be able to use virtual reality in two different ways. First is regarding employee training. One of the hardest things to do is train new junior advisors because it's so tough to get them enough experience of sitting in front of clients on all different types of situations, and also to get them to go through as many market and economic cycles that are needed to better understand how to deal with human emotions and behaviors and investment management in those situations. With virtual reality, you're going to be able to train the technology to go through scenarios that expand well beyond anything that even the senior advisors have experienced in terms of market cycles and economic events and different types of client reactions to certain conversations. And you'll be able to have the new junior advisor go through these scenarios hundreds at a time in months, as opposed to hundreds at a time in years and sometimes decades. And then the beauty of it is the analysis that can go beyond that. The one-on-one training of looking at how the interaction went and helping that junior advisor grow and expand for the next interaction is going to be instrumental in training and expedite the training. And I think that it's going to also better the advisors in terms of how to handle different situations because they'll have so many of them thrown at them. The second way virtual reality is going to impact our industry is to the client. One of the toughest things that we have as financial advisors is helping the client see that everything's going to be okay, or how they're actually going to be able to live and sustain their lifestyle in retirement. And the challenge there is that they can't actually put fingers on it and see that in a day-to-day way. And with virtual reality, you're going to allow the client to live through those experiences by seeing it and let them go through like those books that you say, go to page 355 if you want to see X or 200 if you want to see Y. We're going to be able to have those real life for the client to allow them to actually see into the future in a way that they can't today, to better understand how decisions in their financial planning are impacting their future in a way that's never been able to be done before. And that is game changing. And that's how virtual reality is going to positively impact the financial advisory industry. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to this channel now to continue to get alerts on all the new content that we're putting out. And if you want more written and podcast and video content, head on over to mattreiner.com. That's MattReiner.com.